Welcome to The Great Expanse by JohnBab426 here on YouTube. So glad you guys have come back to see more videos. Thank you for coming back for more. Hopefully I can be a good vendor, and whenever you guys need something new, I can be like, how can I help you today, valued customer or valued subscriber? If you've liked the videos that you've seen so far, you know what to do. If you've disliked the videos you've seen so far, you know what to do. If this video is so great that all your friends need to know about it, you know what to do. If you want to become a regular subscriber, you know what to do. And you know which bell to hit. Quiz. Now, what were the answers? The like button, the dislike button, share, subscribe, and all. Those were the answers to the quiz I just gave you. Anyway, so glad, but seriously, I am glad that you guys have come back. I'm glad that The Great Expanse by JohnBab426 here on YouTube is expanding. It's in the name. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to give an immediate review to Black Adam because I just saw it yesterday. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the short that I put out, because right when we were sitting in the theaters is when I said, hey, I just saw the movie, and the principal who's responsible for the custom-made music on this channel, Majesty Mxnt, he was sitting right to my left, but he didn't want to be on camera, so I kept his dignity intact. And I didn't just, thrust him in front of the camera saying hi to the people. Anyway, but the music is courtesy of the individual that was sitting to my left. Now, let's get to Black Adam. I'll grade it at the end, okay? But Black Adam is what I wanted it to be. I almost feel like Dennis Green saying the Bears are who we thought they were. But Black Adam is what I wanted it to be. That goes for the movie. That also goes for the dun 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 mid-credit scene. It is what everyone said it was. Now, what were my expectations for Black Adam? Action, adventure. Not only Black Adam being ruthless, because Black Adam is an anti-hero. Not only Black Adam being the sole protector or being concerned solely about the protection of Conduct, but also being somebody that will tear you a new one in unique ways. Now, one thing that I appreciate, and you saw this from the trailer, but mercenaries, they go into what looks like a mine. It's actually a tomb, okay? But it became a mine, after archaeologists get through with it, it becomes a mine. And a young woman, she's traveling with Rahim and Ishmael, I believe. That was their names. And she somehow falls on the floor, and she starts reading the hieroglyphics on the floor. She speaks them. She says the word Shazam, and that's when you see Black Adam kneeling, having freshly been awoken in the hooded cloak. And that's when the guys, who turned out to be Intergang, okay? Because I was wondering, I was like, wait, where are they getting this technology? The guys that look like they were on hover bikes, it's Intergang. And traditionally, Intergang are human agents that have been given apocalyptic weapons to infiltrate Metropolis with and basically terrorize anything on Earth. Okay, but I won't go into the backstory of Intergang, but Intergang has taken over Conduct. And according to the young lady whose name I don't remember at the time, she said that they've been occupying their country for 27 years. And I'm jumping around, but she said she kind of levied a finger at the Justice Society of America, who was done very well. And the four members that were representative in the movie, Hawkman, Carter Hall, Dr. Fate, Kent Nelson, Atom Smasher, Al Rothstein, and Cyclone, whose name will appear here, because I'm not traditionally familiar with the character of Cyclone. Is it Margaret Hendricks? I think it's like MH or something. And again, I'm just spitballing off the top here. They're done very well as well. And I know I was giving the Cyclone a little bit of a jab or whatever. Not a malicious jab, but I just didn't know who she was, and her pictures look very messy. And her powers are a little messy because, they kick up cyclones. It's windy. So everything in the vicinity is kind of at her disposal to use as a projectile weapon. The Justice Society of America has done very well. Every time Dr. Fate was on screen, I was just like, yo, he looks so awesome. And again, I always likened his appearance to an Alex Ross drawing. And he looks in the movie like Alex Ross cast him and basically designed his outfit. It always looked awesome when he was on screen, okay? So, and the interior of Hawkman's ship is nth metal and the inside of his cockpit and the whole ship itself is made of nth metal, and it looks very distinct. It looks very unique. Okay, so let's get back to the story. So Black Adam is awakened. Intergang, are firing pointless bullets, and they're being and Black Adam tears them a new one. Excellently. He's kind of going fast, kind of like Wonder Woman was in the beginning of Zack Snyder's Justice League when she was thwarting that terrorist plot. And it's refreshing because it's almost in your time seeing Black Adam just go like a blur. He's not the Flash, but imagine how fast the Flash is going to be moving in the Flash movie. So that's going to be cool. And then you see the perspective of Black Adam. You see like bullets coming. He's like studying everything and zooming out the way, and some stuff like he catches bullets and like examines them while there's a hail of gunfire coming at him. Excellent stuff. So now they were originally searching. The archaeologists were searching for something called Eternium. Okay, and it's kind of a plot device. I don't know if Eternium is in the comic books. I'm not aware, but there's something that can kind of thwart Black Adam a little bit. But they don't realize this until he comes across Eternium and you see him wounded. Because obviously your sticks, your guns, your weapons aren't going to harm Black Adam. So every time he's affected by Eternium, it's there's damage to him. And that's how Black Adam is incorporated into this family of archaeologists. Okay, and I'm not going to give too many detailed of spoilers, but I am going to give spoilers. Okay, so Black Adam is, he basically saves this woman, this archaeologist, and they basically take him home because he's injured by Eternium. And there he meets the archaeologist's son, and it's a little reminiscent of Shazam, with a younger child sort of being the sidekick of a superpowered person. Like I said, Black Adam is not a superhero; he's an anti-hero. So it's kind of cool, him going back and forth with Black Adam. Like in one scene, Black Adam's descending the interior of the staircase, and the kid is going down the steps on a skateboard, just telling him stuff that children would tell him. So before you think, oh, this is a kid's movie, this is something that a kid would say to a super powered person that's in his house. All right, so chill. All right. So Black Adam, he looks around. He says, "This is not the conduct that I knew," because the myth goes that there was a king named Octon who was looking to create something called the Crown of Eternium, which is basically like a beacon for demonic power. I think there were 16 demons that cursed this thing. So whoever would wear the crown would be imbued with the power of these 16 demons. And in the flashback, they say that the champion of conduct, Black Adam, came and defeated Octon and basically destroyed the original palace. And the remnants are all that remains in present-day conduct. So when Black Adam breaks free of the tomb, that alerts the Justice Society of America. So Hawkman gets the Justice Society together, and they fly over to thwart the threat that is Black Adam. And one thing that kind of got on my nerves is Hawkman was always begging for a fight with Black Adam the whole movie. I'm like, dude, would you chill? I'm like, come on, man. They're almost like ribs, like jabs. It's like heroes don't kill people. So Black Adam walks up and goes, I do. So there's almost, I don't want to say it's manufactured tension, but it's like, dude, enough. Like, he's not fighting you, he's fighting the terrorists who turn out to be Intergang. And the woman levies a finger at Hawkman and says, we were occupied for 27 years and you're just now showing up. It's like, where were you before that? They were like, and again, it was a great line she gave. I don't remember it right now. But she says, we don't need you and our country doesn't need you because we have Black Adam, in other words, okay? So the country is cheering Black Adam as he's thwarting Intergang. And when the Justice Society comes in, they destroy stuff. When Atom Smasher grows to 100 feet tall, he does more damage than good a lot of times. And I like the chemistry of the Justice Society of America. You can tell that Cyclone and Atom Smasher are the newbies, and Dr. Fate and Hawkman are the ones that have been around. They're more experienced, and they deploy the younger guys. They basically want them to hang back and to deploy when the time is right. Okay. So at one point, it's revealed that Black Adam originally destroyed the palace back in ancient times and ancient conduct out of rage. It wasn't to protect the people of Kahndaq. It was just his rage. He was just basically out of control. And Black Adam effectively lays aside his powers, and he says, Hawkman and Justice Society, you have to effectively stop me from saying Shazam so that these powers won't destroy Kahndaq like they did in ancient times. Okay. Now, one of the archaeologists that is digging up Black Adam and, searching for the Eternium turns out to be a rogue agent working with Intergang. And he winds up with the crown of Eternium, which is discovered early in the movie. And that's one of the reasons why the archaeologist turned on his family, so that he could get the crown for himself. All right. So the son of the female archaeologist basically hid the crown. And again, I'm jumping around bars, but when Dr. Fate arrives, he can foresee the future, and I preferred it to Doctor Strange's looking into the future and Infinity War just doing only because it was a gag. Like, it was just something to look at where everybody's like, is he supposed to be doing that? And it was kind of satirical. But when Dr. Fate looks into the future, there's emotional weight to it. There's tone to it. You know what I mean? Like the characters are responding. He's like, like he's basically foreseeing people's futures and not letting them know too much. But it's helping push the story forward. Okay. So Dr. Fate immediately senses like that the crown of Eternium, which is called the crown of Sabak, is this powerful mystical artifact, and he's like, where's the crown? So everybody's looking for Black Adam, but Dr. Fate is like, where's the crown? Like, he knows that the crown is kind of like the real problem here to Black Adam. So Black Adam turns himself into Task Force X, and he's like buried like beneath I think the Arctic Ocean. But he's needed because the archaeologists that originally threw in with the Intergang to secure the crown of Sabak, he finds the crown and he kind of dies with it. It appears that he dies with the crown in his hands. And the hieroglyphics on the crown, they originally say that life is the path to death, but there's like something about a mirror or something. And again, my recall might not be accurate, but mirror just says death is the path to life. So basically him dying with the crown imbues him with the power of the 16 demons that I referred to earlier. And he resurrects as this demonic character that the Hawk Society, that the Justice Society is not a match for. So, as was kind of forecast beforehand, Black Adam is needed. So Dr. Fate sacrifices himself to bring Black Adam back. And Black Adam is the one who teams with the Justice Society. And again, they've been at odds. Him and Hawkman have been at odds for most of the film. But they display teamwork. And why would this make sense for Black Adam to side with the Justice Society? Because it's about protecting Kahndaq. That's it. That's all Black Adam cares about. All right? And so basically Black Adam has, in the Justice Society, fight off Sabak, and they protect Kahndaq. And so he's now set up as the protector of Kahndaq, as is stated in the comic books. All right. One thing I love is it is action-packed. I love that. The fact that there's just action. And the scenes where there is no action, it's still pushing the story forward. There's still character development. There's still Atom Smasher, who's kind of like unsure about his powers because he's the next generation of Atom Smasher. Okay, I think he said his uncle, who's played by Henry Winkler, the Fonz. Okay, and he's still uncertain about how to use his powers. Again, there are scenes where he's meant to do good, but instead he's kind of thwarting the plan of the Justice Society. Like he'll like move his hand when he's like 100 feet and accidentally like knock Hawkman off course. And it's just good stuff. There's character development, there's tone, there's some comedy here, but it's not heavy-handed, okay? And there is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of tasteful comedy, okay? It's not too stupid. It's not insulting the moviegoer. It's not insulting anybody that knows the comic books of the Justice Society, or of Black Adam. There's no insult to these characters at all. And I'm going to come out and give it an A- as a movie. Action-packed, satisfactory deaths for bad guys. Okay, I'm not going to say specifically who or the method of their departure, but the deaths are satisfactory. The action is satisfactory. I love the fact, and this is a bit of a spoiler, but a lot of times Black Adam is just hovering. Like he's just in the air, just like talking down to people. And I'm like, This is what somebody that can fly would do. They wouldn't walk around. There wouldn't be much running. Like, he's floating and levitating most of the movie, which I appreciate. So again, A- for Black Adam. The mid-credit scene, should I spoil it? I won't. But let's just say it is what everyone says it is. So this has been my review of Black Adam, a movie that I thoroughly enjoyed, even without popcorn. We ate afterwards, okay? And there's action, there's excitement, there's adventure. There's the introduction of Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, Cyclone, characters that we're not really familiar with. And it works. So we didn't need Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash. Even though there's a lot of imagery of the Justice League in it, okay? But we didn't need these A-listers. We could go with B-listers. And that's basically who Dr. Fate and the Justice Society are, all right? And Black Adam is sort of a B-list villain, but he's a godlike being that can become an A-lister, especially with Dwayne Johnson at the helm, all right? And I can just tell you, in the future, there will be more Black Adam played by Dwayne Johnson. This has been my review, my recap, my recall, my retort, my rehash, my whatever. I hope you guys see the movie for yourself. What did you think of it if you've seen Black Adam already? Put a comment in the comment section. Write a dissertation if you need to. If you hated it, if you disliked it, tell me why, please. So I can get more out of you guys. As I give out, I want to receive more from you. And this has been The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. Can't wait to see you guys for our next video. Thank you so much.